I'm Josh Furlow, City Basketball. I'm doing a story on Tim. So I just wanted your thoughts on starting a freshman in the NCAA tournament. How you feel like he's handled this season?
Yeah, well, I've said this about Tim from the beginning of the year. It's not often you recruit a player and he turns out to be just about exactly what you thought he would be. And I think when we took Tim, we knew we had a hole in that spot, so we expected him to come in and be a starter and be a producer from day one. And he just always played, through the recruiting process, we thought he played with such a maturity beyond his years that we were pretty sure we had a fairly experienced group beside him. And we were hoping that he could come in and plug in and play with maturity like an older kid, and he's done that. And right from the beginning, he's been a 32-minute-a-game player. I think he's going to be a very special player in the Saint Anselm uniform for years to come. So we're glad he's on our team.
What do you see in general from your team today, coming down, on the road down to Philly?
Yeah, I think you get the 2 seed, and then you have to travel to Philadelphia to play Philly U. Is not exactly a bonus, So we knew we had our hands full. Alexis is a problem for just about everybody, and we were more concerned about our own play. We really did not play that well in the semifinal game against Southern New Hampshire, and sort of took the 10 days. It looks like we got our game back. We got our confidence back. We played free and easy on offense tonight. I thought we did a terrific job defensively for most of that game and limiting Alexis' touches and his easy baskets and trying to make the other guys hurt us a little bit. So I was very happy with the way we played.
Mike, Alexis is 2,000 point, 1,000 rebound career guy, and early on you guys were really able to limit him. What were you doing that was so effective against him?
I think the biggest thing is we just work together as a team because he's a very tough player to be able to handle just one player defending him. So he was our biggest concern coming into the game, just wanted to maintain him as much as we could, and we just tried to play as good a help defense as we could and make it as hard for him as possible.
You guys shot really well coming out. Do you normally shoot this well on the road? Is this unusual, or are you better?
No, with a leading, we shoot 44% from behind the line, so it's a big part of our attack. I think we're probably the leading 3-point field goal percentage team in our league by a lot.
Did you realize you were 8 for 12 from behind the 3 in the first half?
Yeah, that doesn't. Like against St. Rose in the quarter, we were 15 for 25. It's what we do. I think we're more surprised when we miss our shots, to be quite honest. So when we were 3 for 22 from behind the line against Southern New Hampshire and played a terrible game on offense. So when you take that piece away from our attack, we sort of struggle. And when we have that piece going, we're pretty hard to guard. So I thought today it was, our issues were finishing at the rim against them, where we didn't really do it. We weren't very efficient inside the lane, and yet we're 10 for 18 behind. And then I thought the second half we did a very good job of attacking the basket, making them foul us, and then we made our foul shots. So we got some foul shot points.
McCahey had a huge first half. By the way, please forgive my ignorance. Which one of you is McCahey? Okay. Is it a matter of do you design plays to get in the ball, or is it just kind of work that way?
No, this is we're 5-man motion, so we get our shots by playing with each other, and to be quite honest, Mike's struggled with his shot a little bit probably in the last month. The first 2/3 of the season, Mike had been terrific, and then that's a big part of Mike's game too. So I thought he came out today like a senior should. He came out ready to go. He pulled the trigger quick and early. He was very confident. If Mike McCahey plays like that for the remainder of the tournament, I think we have a decent chance.
For both the seniors, and last year your trip to the NCAA was a fairly quick one. Was that at all in your minds coming into today? Just about making it at least past the first game.
Yeah, absolutely. The way we went out last year is definitely not our character. So it's always in the back of our head taking any loss, but it's such a tough loss and such an important game is always going to be rough. And little things like that are definitely in the back of your head. And you know, we came out and, you know, not just that game, but the way we finished the last end of the season, we wanted to get ourselves back together and get our feet, you know, under us and, you know, get going, guns blazing.
Mike, talk about what he just said, that you're shooting well for 2/3 of the season, and you get to what, and what was the problem, and what do you do to get past it?
Yeah, earlier in the year, I was definitely feeling a lot better shooting the ball, and like Coach said, the past month hasn't gone as well as earlier in the year. I went through a little cold stretch. So, I mean, I just wanted to stay focused, not really think about it, stay confident. My teammates were finding me in good positions.
So it's not, so for you, it was never about, you never screw your technique or anything?
No, I never changed anything. I just wanted to keep doing what I was doing. And
It's a matter of confidence,
yeah.
what you're saying.
Mike's been a terrific shooter through his whole career, you know, and you guys know enough about basketball. Shooting isn't that one area of your game. Shooting comes and goes. Shooting is fickle, and you know, what we're hoping is that now we're in the regional tournament, and you know, Mike's back to where his shooting is where it was earlier in the year. That's as quick as it can change. So I thought he looked terrific tonight. That's the way Mike was playing earlier in the year.
Just one more thing, I just wanted your thoughts on your backcourt partner. You know, especially as a freshman, like what kind of impressed you about the most about him this season?
His maturity. I think he's really, really mature for, you know, for his age. Coming in as a freshman, that's really hard to do. And you know, I'm able to talk to him, and he listens to me, and I think that's really important. You know, coming in, and especially the season he's had, you can easily just, you know, brush somebody off, but he's never did that. He's always just, you know, heard me out, and you know, and listened and acted on it. And, you know, I think that's very mature out of him. And I think he's had an amazing season. Like Coach said, he's gonna have an amazing career.
He's a terrific player in every area you think someone should be a good player. So this kid just scores the ball. This kid plays the right way. This kid is tough. This kid makes big plays. He plays on defense. He's great in practice. Like, there's very few kids this special that come along, and I think Tim is going to be one of them.
If I may, back to the shooting.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you guys can really keep moving? If, I know, like you said, the shooting is fickle some nights. Like tomorrow, you guys may not get the shots like you did today. Do you have the interior game? Do you have other places to go offensively to score?
Well,
How comfortable are you in that?
do you have our statistics? Do you give this guy our statistics or anything? Like we average 86 points a game.
Okay.
So, you know, we've got a lot of different ways to get you.
Okay.
Our shooting is a integral part of our attack, though. You know, so can you guarantee that you shoot the same way through 3 games of a regional? Can anybody do that?
No.
I mean, no. But it's we're hoping it keeps up, and if it does, we feel like we've got a pretty good chance. And if it doesn't, then we think the other parts of our game are strong enough to keep us in it. That's for sure. And then it keeps you. Now you got to make big plays at the end of games, which we've been capable of doing the last 4 years too. So
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
Good.